Hello guys, but it turned out the whole thing was a scam and there was no such thing as a secret elevator. I'd been holding on the dead elevator pass ever since, but a few weeks ago I sold it to a kid who is now at our school. Unfortunately, I wasn't careful enough and I got busted by local principal Rully, who made it return the money. He even gave me a detention which really stuck because I gave the kid a deal by selling him the pass at half price. After a similar realized something Rolly has never had a detention, so had be the perfect candidate for student council. I told him he should run, but he said he won't know what he'd do if he got elected. But that's where I come in. I told him if he got elected, I'll make all the tough decisions and all I'll have to do is show up for a meeting and do what I tell him. I think it's a genius idea because I'll get to be a power pot. I won't have to messy and recess. I volunteered to be his campaign manager so he won't even have to lift a finger to get elected. So we went to pollution board in the front hallway to sign Rowley up. I told him he should run for one of the juices spots like president or vice president, but he wanted to run for social chairperson. I have no idea what a social chairperson does, but as long as Rowley got to vote on the important decision, I'm fine with it. Wednesday. Yesterday, some of the other candidates were hanging posts up the hallway and handing out bound and candy to get themselves elected, so we were already behind. I know I was gonna have to dream up something big to make sure Wally gets elected. So here is what I come up with. When the candidates will give their speech in the gym, the stage will be full of the students at sports games I've seen on TV. People in the stadium paint their chests to spell out message. Last night I got a bunch of Uncle Cry t-shirts from the garage, turned them inside out and wrote a letter on each and so the spelled out Rowley Jefferson for social chairs person elected all the night and went through about 20 market, but I know he was gonna make a big splash at the assembly. I got to school early today and gave each kid who was willing to wear a t-shirt a piece of public gum. But when we got into the game, getting the kids to stand in the right order was like throwing the hard cat. The only candidate who got to give a speech were the ones who were running for president. I was pretty alive to hear that because when I had really rehearsed his speech for social chairperson, he was a nervous wreck. The first candidate to give a speech was a girl named Sandy Green, who is a strong student, has never missed a day of school. She said that its elect president should get better equipment for the meeting room and will organize a project to put new protective cover on the book in the library. Next up was Ryan Bosty. As soon as Vice President Rowley called Brian up to the podium, everyone in the gym started making all sorts of ambience noises. I'm sure Brian said a lot of interesting things during his speech, but you could learn a word with all that racket. I just hope Brian doesn't run for president when he's grown up, because if it does, his campaign rallies are gonna be ridiculous. It last candidate to go was like named Agent in the only person running for president who didn't put up posters or hand out lollipops or anything like that. Nobody really took him seriously. And his campaign speech was only about 30 seconds long. He said that if the elect president all get the school, replace the cheap toilet paper in the bathroom with the expensive quality kind. When Inju finished his speech, the whole piece went berserk. Carl always campaigning about the toilet paper situation because the type the school uses licensed paper. And from the reaction Agent got, I don't think Sandy or Baron has a priority Thursday, just like a predecessor. Agent held student council person by a landslide. Really well too, because he has the only person who actually signs up for social chairperson. I wish I knew that because I couldn't save myself a lot of hassle with those this year. The student council had their first meet today. Mr. Bridge, the teacher who worked, was the council. The age of the school couldn't afford stock the bathroom with quality toilet paper, so has might as well forgot about it. Word got around the school fast and people were pretty mad. The whole reason everyone voted for Eju was because of this campaign promise. Plus, we do fundraisers for the school for years, and you would like you could take some of the money we make and spend on the quality toilet paper, right? So the school would be rolling in dogs after the last fundraiser we had a few weeks ago when we sold candy bar. I have to give credit whoever come up with the idea. The school second each student had with 50 chocolate churn candy bar, and we were supposed to go out and sell them to our neighborhood. But I don't know a single kid who can add less or 4 candy bar before they even come out. In fact, I ate 15 by the time my phone out put a stop to it. So a lot of families like man had to ride a Ichiku to school just to cover the cost of the candy bars the children ate. It's possible that nobody sold a single candy bar during that fundraiser. Saturday. Speaking of money, Uncle Croy spent all the allowance this week as if he could borrow some of men when Dad found off. He was pretty mad. Goodbye.